Okay, so our topic for today is something to do about a special element. You know what is this special element is? Okay, so this is carbon. So carbon, what can you say about carbon? I'll give you 10 seconds to write anything that you can say about carbon. Okay, so now just type your answers on the comment box below and let's see whether what you know about carbon is correct. Let's take a look. What is carbon? Why is it special? So first, carbon is an element with the symbol capital letter C and has the atomic number 6 that represents the number of electron and has an atomic mass of 12. It has 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons. So we have the protons and the neutrons at the middle or the nucleus. So the positive charges are the protons. Then the neutrons are those which do not have any charge. Okay, so the first shell, the inner shell of a carbon, has 2 electrons. So the green one that you can see are the electrons. And because it should have 6 electrons, the outermost shell has 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons. So the outermost shell has 4 electrons. So if we're going to follow the octet rule, it is lacking or it is missing how many? It is missing 4 electrons. So these 4 electrons can be shared to any element that carbon might be bonded to. Okay, so in periodic table, it is in group 14, 4A. Let's take a look first. Where did carbon got its name? It got its name from the Latin word carbo. So carbo means charcoal or coal. Okay, it was already discovered by the ancient Egyptians and the ancient people. They're already using it. They knew it as a substance. They knew it as a compound. But later on, 1772, it was corrected by Anton Lavoisier that it was an element. So carbon is an element. So it's not a compound, it's not a substance like what the ancient people used to believe. Okay, next. It is a non-metallic element. Okay, so aside from that, it is said to be an element of life. That is what we're going to discover as we go on with our topic. And it is one of the most important elements to life on planet Earth because most of the living organisms like animals and plants needs carbon or composed of carbon. Okay, let's go more. So there are other facts about carbon like it is the 4th most abundant element in the universe, as in the universe. It is the 2nd most abundant element in the human body. So even us, inside the human body or even inside the animals, there are carbon element. Next, it has the ability to make long chains of molecules. Because it has 4 valence electron, it can share 4 It can bond to single bond, double bond, or triple bond with other elements. So it has the ability to make the long chains of molecules. Then it can form at least 10 million compounds. So this element is the element that can form at least 10 million compound. So that is how carbon becomes special. Okay. Let us take a look with the carbons that are found throughout the Earth's surface. Okay, so we have this. Do you know what is this? Yes, that is a limestone. Okay, next. Do you know what is in the next picture? Okay, very good. That is a marble. Next. Oh, can you name this one? Yes, very good. That is allotropic forms of diamonds. Okay, next one. Next. Okay, so what is this? So this is an amorphous carbon. Okay, so all of these things can be found throughout the Earth's layer. Let's find more. Let's take a look with the uses of carbon. And it's very useful to mankind. First, carbon as a fuel. Can you name this one? Okay, so we use fuel for cars, for vehicles. We also use carbon as coal. We also use them in methane gases. We also use it as crude oil. So all the things that was shown are the different uses of carbon as fuel. Okay, next. Aside from being fuel, carbon also has some uses as to some industries. Like for example, in plastics, carbons are used to make carbonized plastic. As you can see on the picture, this is some part of a motorcycle. We also use carbon as black ink. We also have carbon steel, or we also use carbon to make steel. We also use carbon in the batteries. And we also use carbon in our pencils. The black part of the pencil that has the coal, so coal is a carbon. Carbonized pencils. And we also use as cutting tools because diamond is the hardest mineral on earth. So we use it as cutting tool. And we also use it for jewelry. So diamonds are very expensive. Properties of some organic compounds. What are some properties of organic compounds? Let's take a look with some examples of organic compounds that we can see and that we use in our everyday lives and how they differ with one another. So when we say organic compounds, these are the compounds having the carbon and hydrogen bond. So for example, you have seen carbon and hydrogen bond, then that means it is an organic compound. So we're going to name an organic compound. We're going to find out its chemical formula. We're also going to find out its chemical structure, or how does its chemical structures looks like. Okay, first we have methane. So when we say methane, it has a chemical formula of CH4, 1 atom of carbon and 4 atoms of hydrogens. Okay, so there is 1 carbon and 4 hydrogen. So they form a single bond. So we have a chemical structure of methane gas. So since carbon has 4 valence electron, so it has also bonded with 4 hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is how its chemical structure looks like, because it only have 1 carbon and it's bonded with a single bond of each hydrogen. Okay, next. Methane has a boiling point of negative 161.5 degrees Celsius. It is used as domestic fuel. So when we say domestic fuel, from the word domestic, we use it at home, like in our LPG tanks or LPG gases. So we use it as domestic fuels. Okay, next. We also have ethane. So ethane has a chemical formula of C2H6. So there are 2 carbon atoms and 6 hydrogen atoms bonded in single bond. So there are 2 carbon atoms. Let's take a look. So its chemical structure looks like this. So we're going to see 2 carbon bonded with one another, a single bond. Then each of them is bonded with hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 2 carbon atoms and we have 6 hydrogen atoms to make it ethane. It has a boiling point and it is used as natural gas component. So it is used as a component of a natural gas. Another one, propane. So propane has 3 carbon atoms and 8 hydrogen atoms. It has a chemical structure of this. So again, 3 carbon atoms and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hydrogen atoms attached and bonded to carbon atoms. It has a boiling point of negative 42 degrees Celsius and it is used as engine fuel. So this is the one that is being used as engine fuel. Okay. So methane, ethane, and propane are single bonds. Okay. Let's have the next one, propene. So propene has a chemical formula of C3H6. We have 3 carbon atoms and 6 hydrogen atoms. It has a chemical structure of this. So as you can see, there is a double bond between the 2 carbon atom. So once there is a presence of double bond, so it will become now propene, or the end part is ENE, propene. When there is a double bond, so the last part of the name will be changed. Instead of A and E, it will be changed into E. That is for a double bond. So there is a double bond carbon, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hydrogen atoms. So each carbon atoms have been able to share their 4 valence electron. It has a boiling point of negative 47.6 degrees Celsius and is used for chemical production. Okay, next, we now go on with a triple bond. So the organic compound that is called as propyne. So propyne, YNE, is used to indicate that there is a triple bond. Okay, there is a formula of C3H4. So there are 3 carbon atoms and 4 hydrogen atoms. And this is how does it looks like. Its chemical structure looks like this. So as you can see, there is a triple bond between 2 carbon atoms. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 hydrogen atoms. So each carbon has been able to share 4 of their electrons. It has a boiling point of 23.2 degrees Celsius and it is used as a rocket fuel. If you like my video, you can just click like, subscribe, and share this video to your other classmates or to your other friends. And we will see you again next time for the topic of organic and inorganic compounds. Bye!